Skinny Hardaway Southern T back with another EP. Y'all do your boy solid. Y'all smash that like button for your boy when you roll on in. Whether you're here for a good time or a long time, I greatly appreciate you sliding through. If this your first time, do your boy solid. Don't make it your last time. Hit that subscription button. We talk this good boxing, MMA, sports, parlays, predictions every single day, not just today. Today we here with a boxing EP. I ran across something interesting, you know what I mean, just floating around my timeline. I ain't gonna waste too much of y'all time, with this here, but I thought it was interesting. Bill Haney is one of the more polarizing, right? As of recently for sure, right? He's one of the more polarizing figures, you know what I mean, in the boxing world, on the boxing scene, right? Now, however you feel about it, whether you feel like, yo, he do it because he's a promoter and he's trying to bring attention to his brand, or you feel like he do it because he's just a cocky sob, right? That would, well, to each his own. Um, he gets a reputation for being a villain, right, in the sport of boxing, and it works for him, right? It sells, you know what I mean. But Robert Garcia, I ran across some on my timeline, right? It was surprising to me, you know what I mean, that this happened, right? And it was surprising that Robert Garcia, was the one to break it. But shout out to Robert Garcia, because Robert Garcia, he's done a lot more good for the sport than bad, right? So I thought it was real, cool of Robert Garcia to say that, and then that it's really true, and that it really is really profound because this was unprovoked. You know what I mean? He volunteered this information, and you know, it was based. It was he was talking about how the like not necessarily the amateur scene, right, but the younger pro scene, in Mexico, right. The fighters coming up, right? Everybody has to take. Canelo had 20 fights in Mexico before he went pro. Devin Haney had 15 fights in Mexico, right? Not before he went pro, right? But he had 15 fights in Mexico as a pro. Canelo Alvarez had over 20 fights in Mexico as a pro earlier. Like that was basically their Olympics. That was basically where they got their, where they put their work in over there in Mexico, right? Robert Garcia said something interesting. Robert Garcia said that Bill Haney is responsible for the pay raise to the boxers in Mexico. He said that he used to be able to pay fighters like $250, $300, $150, $200, right? He said Bill Haney, he said thanks to Bill Haney paying everybody so much money, now he has to pay fighters. You know what I mean? Bill Haney was paying fighters like $2,000 compared to $200, right? I'm gonna let him say it for you, right? He can say it a little better than I can. I got the video for y'all. I'm gonna let this rock as well. I'm gonna let this rock and roll as well. Y'all give your boy a second to get this up for y'all. Let me turn this on. He can say it a little better. Hold on, let me turn. Let me get the sound going. Hold on. Hold on, y'all.
Haney's dad also. Bill, from what I understand, he always had money. He actually raised the prices in Tijuana for all the opponents. It's his fault. It's his fault that we fucking pay so much. At least he's not.
Hold on. That John went together. Let me.
Haney's dad also. Bill, from what I understand, he always had money. He actually raised the prices in Tijuana for all the opponents. It's his fault that we fucking pay so much. At least he's not cheap. He's generous. This guy's opponents. That's what every time I go to Tijuana. Hey, Bill, Robert says that. Tell him. Every time I go to Tijuana, they fucking tell me, you gotta go talk to Bill. He's the one that raised the price. It used to be $200-300. He used to be fucking 150, 200. He raised it to fucking $2,000. He's very generous. He's making them happy. Yeah. And Devin fought them 15 times. So thanks to him, we have to pay more. But that's where I was going. Doing all that, putting time into your son, spending money into your son, fighting 15 times in Tijuana like that. Same thing with Ryan, like I did with Bam. At the end, shit, others would have said, nah, fuck it. I'm not gonna waste time. If my son is not ready to fucking be at a top rank or a fucking, big top more, then maybe he's never gonna do it, and I'm not gonna spend any more time. It's a waste of time. But no, they had one fucking thing in mind. My son's gonna be great. And look at him. Look.
All right, I'm gonna play it again for y'all.
Also, Bill, from what I understand, he always had money. He actually raised the prices in Tijuana for all the opponents. It's his fault that we fucking pay so much.
At least he's not cheap. He's generous.
For this guy's opponents. That's what every time I go to Tijuana.
Hey, Bill, Robert says that. Tell him.
Every time I go to Tijuana, they fucking tell me, you gotta go talk to Bill. He's the one that raised the price.
It used to be $200-300 bucks,
and
he
raised fucking $150, $200. He raised it to fucking $2,000.
He's very generous. He's making them happy.
Yeah.
And Devin fought them 15 times. So
yeah. So thanks to him, we have to pay more. But that's where I was going. Doing all that, putting time into your son, spending money into your son, fighting 15 times in Tijuana like that. Same thing with Ryan, like I did with Bam. At the end, shit, others would have said, nah, fuck it. I'm not gonna waste time. If my son is not ready to fucking be at a top rank or a fucking, big top more, then maybe he's never gonna do it, and I'm not gonna spend any more time. It's a waste of time. But no, they had one fucking thing in mind. My son's gonna be great. And look at him. Look. Haney.
Yeah, man. So I thought that was kind of interesting that Robert Garcia was good, Big Tex. Thought that was kind of interesting that Robert Garcia had that to say. You know what I mean, about Bill Haney. That's something that I didn't know myself. You know what I mean, that Bill Haney raised the price. You know what I mean, on Mexican boxing. You know what I mean. That's pretty big. Everybody always got this to say about Bill, that to say about Bill, right? I just thought that was like a little breath of fresh air. Something that's actually like some real stuff. You know what I mean? Like he changed the way people eat over there in Mexico on the boxing scene. You know what I mean? But I ain't gonna keep y'all too long here with this, man. I appreciate everybody sliding through this thing. Shout out my guy Big Tex, my guy BC. Y'all tell a friend, Skin Highway 7T. This ain't the past, this ain't the future, but it's the present. That's how we rocking. And I'm out. Look. Y'all catch me on the other side.